Hints on Practical Spirituality, Part 5. This is the first part of the study, the control of the unconscious. The next is to go beyond the conscious. Just as unconscious work is beneath consciousness, so there is another work which is above consciousness. When this superconscious state is reached, man becomes free and divine, death becomes immortality, weakness becomes infinite power, and iron bondage becomes liberty. That is the goal, the infinite realm of the superconscious. So, therefore, we see now that there must be a twofold work. First, by the power working for the Ida and the Pingala, which are the two existing ordinary currents, to control the subconscious action, and secondly, to go beyond even consciousness. The books say that he alone is the yogi who, after long practice in self concentration, has attained to this truth. The Shushumna now opens, and a current which never before entered into this new passage will find its way into it and gradually ascend to what we call in figurative language the different lotus centers till at last it reaches the brain. Then the yogi becomes conscious of what he really is, God Himself. Everyone without exception, every one of us, can attain to this culmination of yoga. But it is a terrible task. If a person wants to attain to this truth, he will have to do something more than to listen to lectures and take a few breathing exercises. Everything lies in the preparation. How long does it take to strike a light? Only a second. But how long does it take to make a candle? How long does it take to eat a dinner? Perhaps half an hour, but hours to prepare the food. We want to strike the light in a second, but we forget that the making of the candle is the chief thing. But though it is so hard to reach the goal, yet even our smallest attempts are not in vain. We know that nothing is lost. In the Gita, Arjuna asks Krishna, those who fail in attaining perfection in yoga in this life, are they destroyed like the clouds of summer? Krishna replies, nothing, my friend, is lost in this world. Whatever one does, that remains as one's own. And if the fruition of yoga does not come in this life, one takes it up again in the next birth. Otherwise, how do you explain the marvelous childhood of Jesus, Buddha, Shankara? Breathing, posturing, etc., are no doubt helps in yoga, but they are merely physical. The great preparations are mental. The first thing necessary is a quiet and peaceable life. If you want to be a yogi, you must be free and place yourself in circumstances where you are alone and free from all anxiety. He who desires a comfortable and nice life and at the same time wants to realize the self is like the fool who, wanting to cross the river, caught hold of a crocodile, mistaking it for a log of wood. Seek ye first the kingdom of God, and everything shall be added on to you. This is the one great duty, this is renunciation. Live for an ideal and leave no place in the mind for anything else. Let us put forth all our energies to acquire that which never fails, our spiritual perfection. If we have true yearning for realization, we must struggle, and through struggle, growth will come. We shall make mistakes, but they may be angels unawares. The greatest help to spiritual life is meditation, dhyana. In meditation, we divest ourselves of all material conditions and feel our divine nature. We do not depend upon any external help in meditation. The touch of the soul can paint the brightest color even in the dingiest places. It can cast a fragrance over the vilest thing. It can make the wicked divine, and all enmity, all selfishness is effaced. The less the thought of the body, the better, for it is the body that drags us down. It is attachment, identification which makes us miserable. That is the secret, to think that I am spirit and not the body, and that the whole of this universe, with all its relations, with all its good and all its evil, is but as a series of paintings, scenes on a canvas of which I am the witness.